Assalamualaikum everyone, this is Rishad Khan Rafi and my student ID is 2110537 and 143. Today I will discuss about the latest monetary policy of Bangladesh. So at first we should know what is monetary policy. Monetary policy is a tools used by the government and central bank to control inflation and stabilize the economic growth. In Bangladesh, the Central Bank of Bangladesh announced the monetary and fiscal policy twice in a year. So the last updated monetary policy was October 22. Because in our Bangladesh there is a few months ago there is a political imbalance, and after the August revolution, the Bangladesh Bank was changed the monetary policy two times. So let's discuss about the last changes and changes of the monetary policy. So at first we are giving the summary of the monetary policy. So the first one is policy rate increase. In this monetary policy, the policy rate was increased by 15 basis point to 10%, which is 0.5% higher than the last year. It is a fourth hike since May 2022. Second one is inflation control. In this policy, the primary goal to control the inflation or taming the inflation, because day by day the inflation is higher and higher. It is directly affect on the economy. And the third one is economic stability, raising the interest rate impacting on the economy, because we are facing a higher inflation rate. And the second one is significant changes in the monetary policy current year and last year. The first one is policy rate. The policy interest rate was 9.5 in last year, but this year is 10%, which is 0.5% higher. Second one is inflation target. In the last policy, the target was 6.5, and this year, current year, the inflation target is also the same 6.5, but the central bank is focused to control or reducing the inflation rate, which is 6.5. And the third one is credit growth. The credit growth rate is 14% in this year, but the last year is 13.5%, which is 0.5% higher because of tightening the liquidity supply in the economy. And the last one is foreign exchange rate. In this monetary policy, the foreign exchange rate is $34 billion, and the last year is $35 billion. The third is what kind of tools used by the Bangladesh Bank. So there is several tools used by the Bangladesh. The first one is the policy rate. In the policy rate there is two kind of policy, which is a repo rate and reserve rate. The repo rate is 10%, which is 5.5% is higher, and the reverse repo rate is below the repo rate, because the reverse repo rate in Bangladesh Bank borrow money from the commercial banks. Second one is OMO, which means open market operation. In this tools, the Bangladesh Bank issuing treasury bills and bonds, buy and sell government securities to regulate the supply of money. and the third one is reserve requirement, means cash reserve reserve. The cash reserve requirement is 3.4.5 4.5 to 4%, and the statutory liquidity reserve ratio is need demand, depending on the need demand, and discount rate. And then the discount rate is depending on the borrowing of the. Now we should talk about the reforms needed to monetary policy. So I think the interest should be increased, because when the people of the economy, when the economy does not have enough money, people don't want to buy, and that's how the inflation rate will be decreased. Because when we don't have any money, we cannot buy anything, and when we cannot buy anything, the price of the everything will down, and that's how the inflation should be decreasing. Thank you, everyone.